Hello everyone, Kirjan here. This is week 11 of the European LCS and I'm here now with xPeke from Fnatic, who just secured the second spot in the regular season and a place in the summer split. How happy are you with what you just accomplished?
Really happy, of course. The aim during LCS is to get top 2. Top 1, top 2 doesn't really matter because you don't know who you are facing until the end. So we are really happy we are with a secure spot in the summer. And now we are semi-finals at the playoffs already, so it's really, really good.
Did you expect it tiebreakers?
Yeah, I thought after yesterday I was calculating and I was like, there's going to be tiebreakers no matter what. And I was thinking maybe we lose and there is 3-way tie, maybe we win and there is still 2 or 3-way tie. And yeah, I was expecting at least a 2-way tie today.
Going back into the games, the first one of this week was against Alliance, and Froggen picked KO against you, which was last week he threatened you that he will pick it. Did you expect that?
I didn't, because I just said I hate to play against KO with it. Nothing else. With other champions, I don't care. So I didn't think he would pick it. We were even talking about it, and he said that Cartus beat LeBlanc. We had this discussion going on, and he said, okay, next week I will play Cartus and you will play LeBlanc. And then when I picked LeBlanc, he hovered over Cartus, but he didn't pick it, and then he changed to Kale. But Kelly was a good pick, but I don't think it's a hard counter to LeBlanc, maybe in lane because you cannot kill him one-on-one. But in team fights, you can do so much AoE damage as well that is not that great.
Oh, so both KO and Vayne, which you had, are very good late game. So do you think, did you had to wait till the late game in order to win?
Yeah, we had to wait, and the main problem was Morgana. The few fights, it's super hard because I cannot one-shot anyone. But the few fights I managed to one-shot like Kha'Zix or even Morgana, if I can one-shot someone and then we fight before, it's super easy. But with Morgana plus scale, it's super annoying for LeBlanc, so we had to wait until Vayne can clean up if something goes wrong.
Yesterday against Gambit, Solos picked Yorick. Was that your plan for that game, or did he just say, I want to play that?
He just said, I want to play that. We didn't even practice it at all, and we were like, okay, well, sure, why not? We were thinking it works. We know Yorick works versus Ryze. We needed 80 damage, and that was the only champion that you could play without getting owned in lane by Ryze.
And just now you won against Rocket, your last game of the split. How did that game go for you?
It went really well. We knew our setup was really good because it kind of had everything. We had good late game, good wave clear, with good pushing potential, good pretty much everything. And with Kha'Zix Vayne is super sick late game. Ziggs is super good late game as well. They cannot ever push, and in the game you could see it. We will take Drake, they will try to push somewhere, just ultimate, and they cannot do anything. So I will say when really well, even if we made a few mistakes, it didn't matter because our team comp was superior and we played really well.
Last year, if I remember correctly, you used to say that one of the only champions that you can play is Gragas, yet you have played him so much this split. Did the team ask you to do that, or did you decide on yourself that he's a strong champion, you have to play it?
I decided on myself. The thing is, last season, he was strong, but you could handle him with many champions. He had hard counters. But then they buffed him with the E changes. And I thought he was going to get nerfed, and instead he got buffed. And I was like, well, I didn't play him for a month or two, but he still didn't get nerfed, and I'm just going to play him because I thought Riot will nerf him, and he's a super strong champion, even if I don't like him. And I like him when I do good, but I still don't feel that good with him because he's really risky. You can do a bad ultimate, or you can ultimate good and he can flash away and destroy your game if someone does good plays or if you fail. So I don't really like to play him, and now finally he's getting nerfed, so I can play other champions again.
We've seen a lot of new champions in mid lane, like Xerath, Talon, and Heimerdinger, even though we've only seen him top here in the LCS. What's your opinion on them?
I think they are good as a surprise pick, but I think they have many counters if you expect them. Like Talon, for example, I think is really bad versus Ziggs, because Ziggs is a champion that he's not gonna reach me if I don't want to. I can just stay super far away, put bombs, the mines and everything, and he's never gonna catch me. Xerath is a better champion. I think he's really good, but you have to play him super good right now because he has too many skill shots. He's really easy to kill, and if you miss position, you're pretty much dead. So I don't know if it's worth to practice him, but if you really like him and play a lot, I think he's a good champion. Heimerdinger is a bit like Talon. He's really good. He has a lot of damage, but he has many counters. Like any high range champion can annoy him because you just destroy the turrets from far. So there are many champions that are good, but once people figure out how to play versus them, they are not that good anymore.
So your trademark champion Cassidy got reworked, and what do you think about him now? Is he viable at all?
I think yes. I haven't played him much because obviously I haven't just practicing for LCS. But I think the new set is not the skill set he has is not that bad. His W is better than before, but then everything else pretty much. But I just still think he can be really annoying versus some champions, because versus some champions you have a free lane. And if you have a free lane and you get to level 11 without problems, he's as good as before. A bit less damage, but way better in 1v1s.
And Nidalee is also a champion you play a lot, and everyone is crying about her being the worst champion in the game, etc. Do you agree with that? Do you expect to see her reworked as well?
Yeah, I think so. She's really annoying because you need a setup just to catch her. You need like one or two engage, an assassin, and then you can deal with her. And even then it's really hard. So she's anti-fun right now because before you had way more MR items and it was easier to not take much damage from her. You will just get the all Aegis, which is getting buffed now, so it might help. You will get Banshee and then she wouldn't do much damage to you. But right now she's just dealing too much damage and too much heal and too annoying.
Looking back at the split as a whole, you've had a lot of back and forth performances. How do you rate your personal performance?
I will say it went like with the team pretty much. It increased a lot. Like at first I played normal. I played fine. I didn't do anything that special. I was just playing consistent. Then we started to lose, and I think I started to play bad, even though it was not about individual skills. Some guys I was playing good, some guys I was playing bad. Just from losing, I was starting to play worse. And at some point, I was like, well, whatever, I'm just gonna focus on a few champions and go slowly. Like, I'm just gonna pick Gragas, LeBlanc every game until I get good with those, then another champion until I get good with it, and that's what I did. And right now, I don't play a lot of champions, but I still play 4 or 5 champions really good. So that's normally more than enough. They cannot ban 5 champions ever.
With playoffs coming up in 2 weeks, what do you think you have to work on if you want to win them for the 3rd time in a row? Well,
they changed. It's a new patch. Gragas is not gonna be in that patch anymore. Probably just play a bit, and Misfortune is gonna be open, which means a lot of Misfortune is disabled actually. So I'm not sure. I think we're just gonna play the same because all the new reworks are disabled, so it's not gonna affect us that much. We're just gonna play probably the same and make sure we don't start losing again and not know what's happening. Yeah.
What's your opinion on the changes to the All-Stars format?
I think this year is better, even though a lot of people still didn't realize that the votes are for favorite players. They're still voting for who's the best and stuff. But I like it a lot because now it's fair. You will have the players you want there to go and make a show, and you will still have the best team of each region to compete for what matters. So it's really good.
I guess you prefer to go there as the whole team?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the aim. Probably, of course, like the All-Star right now is fun to go to get voted, but all you're gonna really do there is just like play fun modes like Orph, which is super fun, but still it's not a real tournament. It's just to have fun. So the aim is to go as a team there.
Do you want to thank the fans that are voting for you anyway?
I will still like it because it shows that fans appreciate you. Even like I said, it's not about how you play or how you don't play. It's about they like you or you have a lot of support. So of course I would love it if they voted for me.
Anything else you want to say?
No, well, thank you to all the fans there that vote for us in the All-Star and that watch, especially when we lose and they keep watching. That's really cool, the support we get. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the interview.
Thanks.